Please stand clear of the podcast. Por favor de la... Ah, damn it, I screwed it up right away. How did I mess it up? This is why you don't go live. Por favor de la... I've lost it.
These are only things you get live, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we go live.
I don't even have my mug to reference.
Folks, I know
you... Thank you, speech jammer. Thank you. Please stand clear of the podcast. Por favor, manténgase alejado de la podcast.
There we go. Folks, he got it right in pre-show without thinking. He was nervous in front of you. You guys made him nervous. Come on. Give them, if you're listening or watching, give the man a hand.
No one's listening. No one's watching. It's okay.
Yeah, they will.
So,
later.
We are here this week. We're gathered here tonight to talk to you about our favorite Disney World attractions, not land. That will be a separate episode. We got to stretch this content here, people. We got to stretch it. This is a gold mine content opportunity, so we got to stretch it. So we're going straight into our favorite attractions. Well, you know what? Let's stop, pause, rewind. That will be our main event. Before that, we have some current events to discuss. Bruce.
Okay. Yes.
Morocco. Going to Disney. What's going on with that?
Morocco.
I'm putting you on the spot.
You put me on the spot. Wait, so what are we talking about? Morocco?
Yeah, the Moroccan government.
Oh, yeah.
Wash their hands. It's Disney's now, and they've changed it. They've painted it ugly. They've made it blue.
You know, I get it. I understand. They've always, in case you guys don't know about Epcot, they've always had big involvement from the countries themselves. So that's why things are very authentic. That's why the people you see working there tend to be from those countries. So they've been very authentic at that. Morocco, I've heard things about having problems in the past. But the fact that they've now reverted and made it just Disney, first, makes it fair game for Disney to, I know people are going to love hearing this, change the country to add it to, I don't know, take your pick. Russia, Brazil, how many have been rumored over the years? But that does open up to that.
That ain't happening, folks.
It ain't happening. But I'm just saying that opens up for it. But I'm okay with it. I think it's good. What are you going to do?
We're going to party in Morocco because, people went there to watch belly dancing and see the most immersive land that has been built in Epcot.
Very immersive, and I do love Restaurant Marrakesh. Delicious. I am not commenting. My time at Spice Road Table was not so great, so I'm not commenting on that.
I never ate at Spice Road Table, and Restaurant Marrakesh gave my mom food poisoning when I was like 3. So we've never been back because that's the rules. It's the same reason I don't do the luau. Though I have been back to Flame Tree Barbecue because we acknowledge that was my mom's fault. She got the coleslaw on a 100-degree day. Her fault.
I can't quit Flame Tree. I can't quit you.
So, be careful what you eat. But, yeah, Morocco, it's in the hands of Disney. They've already begun infusing it with that good old synergy.
Listen, it's like Allstate. You're in good hands. If anybody has to control them, I'm glad it's Disney.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. So, as we get into that, we're going to start our tour of our favorite attractions in the World Showcase because it should be the shortest place. Yeah, we're going to break Epcot into 2 parks because why not? Yes. World Showcase. Do you have a favorite attraction, Bruce?
I do, but no one wants to hear about my favorite. Hi, buddy. Hi,
Jasper!
Favorite attraction, it's hard because I do love the 3 Caballeros, but my favorite, I'm going to say it, everyone should do it, American Adventure. There, I said it.
I think I have done that attraction once or twice, and I do enjoy it. But the true amazement of said attraction is the behind the scenes aspect of it. Because I've done the tour, I've seen how it's just this giant cartridge of show scenes that just go chink up, then it pushes to the next one and it rises onto the stage. Like, the mechanics of that attraction are just simply insane. If you ever do, and I think it's only on the big 8-hour backlot tour.
Yes.
But if you don't have kids and you need something to do that. It's well worth the money. If you have kids, just let Stitch watch them or something and go do it anyway.
Yes. My dog is free to babysit. He loves kids. And kids love him.
Yeah. And I think my favorite World Showcase ride, though, and I have to get this right because my mind wants to say River de Tiempe, but it's not. It's the Grand Fiesta Tour,
starring
the Three Caballeros.
The Three Caballeros. That is. I do love that. It is one of my favorites. It's just fun. I know there's not much to it. Also, shortest queue in the world because there's never enough line for it. But it's great. It's just a good time.
I have seen hamburger stands with longer queues than the Grand Fiesta Tour.
It's also called the Electric Umbrella. Jumping ahead.
We don't go there.
I worked there once. Okay, so yeah.
I'm so sorry for your loss in that. So, as we finish our grand world tour of World Showcase, I think we should go talk about some Future World action right now.
Future World's good.
Favorite attractions in Future World? I had to think long and I had to think hard about this. When I think of favorite attractions, I think of the attraction I go to time and time again. And that is going to be Spaceship
Body Wars.
Earth. Yeah. I'd love it to be Body Wars, but Spaceship Earth, from the smell of Rome burning to just seeing the big computer room with the slightly outdated animatronics to Bill Gates's garage. It's something of all kinds of awesome.
It's relaxing. You don't have to do much. And, it goes backwards. I always like that. I always enjoy that. I do love Spaceship Earth. Another one, gotta go. My favorite. I'm taking a little over. We're going to the land here. We're going to the land. And we're going to we're going to the land.
Food rocks.
And food rocks. Oh, Kitchen Cabaret. Never got to do it, which I could. It's second, by the way, honorable mention here, Living with the Land. I do love Living with the Land. If you've never done it, I like it. Go through the hydroponic gardens and everything. I like it. It's entertaining. It's relaxing.
Honestly, that was my runner-up as well.
It's a runner-up, but I'm going with Soarin'. Soarin' over the world. First, I like the current iteration more than the original. California, it's great. Listen, not knocking Soarin' over California, but one, ending at Disneyland or at Epcot doesn't make sense. And it's also Epcot has the World Showcase. It would make sense going around the world. More sense. Oh, Fiji is so relaxing. I love Fiji so much. You know what? I'm gonna have a little sip.
Fiji water. So while Bruce takes a nice sip there, yeah, I gotta agree. Soaring over the world is kind of cool, and they have some of the greatest, most eye-popping transitions when you're in that. That golf ball, I swear, I dodge it every time. And if you have a kid of an impressionable age, 5 to 6, bring a golf ball with you, because then you can reach up, you can grab it, you can pull it out of your pocket, and tell your kid you caught your golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
There's some magic for you. I broke my camera. We're on a roll tonight, people.
Making the magic. It started great, and it's only getting better. We're just warming up here, kids.
So, we have that going on. And I think that about covers the World Show, the Future World. Though I think there is an honorable mention to the original test track.
Thank
Rest
you.
in peace, new test track.
New test track, listen, it's okay, but the original is where it's at. You only got to do the new one. I am sorry. There's a better version of test track altogether, but that's for a different podcast.
Yes. Now, if we were doing our defunct rides episode,
which we will.
might have to. We will, but I'll give you a spoiler. It's Ellen's Energy Adventure. 45 minutes of air conditioning. Hoorah!
Not enough seats in the pre-show for me. I have a different one, which includes part of the original queue. Hint, hint.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Shimmy, shimmy. So, we're going to go from there, and I think it's only fair that we take the best attraction not suited in a park. We're going to hop on that monorail.
Skyliner.
And we're going to go straight to the Magic Kingdom after we switch at the Transportation and Ticket Center. So, Bruce, Magic Kingdom. You know, this is a big park. Obviously, we can't just choose one ride for this whole park. That's absurd.
Choosing one attraction would just be an absolute crime.
But I think if we choose one per land, well, that leaves Liberty Square a little Hall of Presidents, man. Just kidding. You know, we're going to start off. We're going to do, Bruce, should we go the way the tourists go or the way all the people in the know go? Should we go to the right or to the left?
Go the know.
So we're in the know. We're going to go to the left. We're going to start in Adventureland. Which, hey, there are 2 e-ticket attractions in this land. So, Bruce, what are you choosing?
I'm going. I love it. One of my favorites. I'm going with the world famous Jungle Cruise.
Why are we so alike? This is painful at times. I disagree on stuff.
That's why I'm glad you let me go first. I'm like, I'm sniping this one from you, buddy. I got this. I love the Jungle Cruise. Right. It's fun. Never got to see my buddy's brother as a skipper. I wish I could. Wish I could have. I know he would have been excellent at it. Very nice and dry, way a skipper should be. But I love it. It's corny. It's kitschy. I enjoy it. I like how they do it. I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Bonus,
and,
if you've never done it at night, do it at night. It's excellent at night. Different visuals. The tunnels in the middle. The ruins in the middle. That's the word I'm looking for. I almost called it catacombs. That was not correct.
No, it is a totally different attraction at night. And if you are into the lore of Disney and cast member stories, I think the Jungle Cruise has the best cast member stories, next to maybe 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but that's more a situation, a circumstance of being a floating tube
inside
versus, yeah.
But it's spieling. It all comes down to very few attractions really let you spiel. Yeah, you have scripts, but very few let you actually talk. There's been very few of them where they have a big component of that. That's always a cool thing. I'm a big fan of spieling.
Absolutely.
I could even might want to be the best boat rides with the spieler in Central Florida. It is the best now because the other one is gone.
Yes. Rest in peace, unnamed attraction for another episode. Gotta plug that stuff. So, after Adventureland, I think we're going to get on our horse and ride to the Wild Wild West. Jim West, Desperado. Oh, wait, sorry. Different company.
Different thing altogether.
Yeah, so, but we're in Frontierland, and I think we all know where Bruce is going with this. I am going to go before him, and we're going to let him end this segment on a flat note here.
Wow. Shots fired. I feel attacked.
You should feel attacked. That ride is out of date. And that way I could say it no matter which of the two you choose.
Whoa! But I'm going to Gang, folks, it's like he knows me. I'm going to go. Okay, let's hear it, Tom Sawyer Island.
Ain't nobody choosing that. I'm going with Big Thunder Mountain, not because it's the best roller coaster in the world, but it is a master of the block section. The amount of trains and capacity they can get on that track is literally insane. the dual loading stations, all the lift hills. The capacity is insane. They can churn that line. I love it.
The
And there's
theming, I
even some
love Beat Thunder. And also, really, I had it right there. It is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Right
Absolutely. And it's one of the few rides that in recent history, the theming has gotten better. As callback to last episode, as they begin to enter these characters from the Disney Sea, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers,
That's 2 episodes.
and begin to intermingle them. I cannot remember the name of the guy. It's like Titus Blasttower or something totally absurd.
That's close.
But there is one of their members running this old rickety mine.
And people forget it does have a story, and a very nice story, about the mine. The mines have a mind of their own. Don't go into them and such. It's actually told a little bit better with the new queue they did. I've always liked the queue, and also it's a deceivingly hidden queue. Unlike others where you can see line, but you're never quite sure just how much until you're waiting down by the sign that says Big Thunder Mountain. Oh, you're in for a wait, and it's going to be a little warm.
Yes, it is.
But
so, Bruce, where are we going in Frontierland for you?
Well, since where we're going in Frontierland, that's a great question. Honorable mention, Country Bears. Because he already know where we're going after this one. I do love me some Country Bears, but we're going right next door to Splash Mountain. That is one of my favorite attractions on all property. One of my favorites. I absolutely love Splash Mountain. Brer Bear, Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, all the Brers, Brer Frog, Brer everything. I just love it. There's nothing. If you've never been at any water, like log type attraction at a theme park, there's just something about the highly chlorinated water. Oh, that just the smell of the gears in the water. Once you hit inside, Chickapin Hill. Oh, I love the smell. Oh,
and while Bruce has a moment here,
I have a Homer moment, but I just love it. There is one thing I've always loved: the story. The Chickapin Hill gets flooded. That's why Chickapin Hill from a certain movie, which will not be named.
There's no movie. Disney has denied its existence.
Chickapin Hill is the actual structure that you're seeing. That is called Chickapin Hill, with the briar patch and everything, where the Brers live, especially Brer Rabbit. Something happened with stills, and they got exploded, and they got flooded with water, and they started calling Chickapin Hill Splash Mountain. That's the name. But I just love it. I love the characters. I love the music. Hidden drop in the middle. Also, this is not necessarily a family-friendly show, so I can say it's also one of the best attractions on property because of all the bear ass you can see. That's BEAR.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he went there. Every time you ride this attraction, which you won't because of reasons that will be part of tonight's Grinds His Gears, you will never not see the amount of bear ass on this attraction.
And if you've never gotten the privilege to ride with one of us, you'll never hear one of us, I thought this was a family park. Look at all the bear ass I have to see.
Yes. And I think this comes time for our sponsor spot. And our sponsor tonight is Spacely's Sprockets, who bring us Grinds My Gears. Bruce, what grinds your gears?
Folks, in case this is something in case you didn't see, and I know this is a bit of a controversial topic, Splash Mountain is being rethemed to Princess and the Frog, which I'm not. I love the movie, one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I'm here for the retheming. It's been around for a while. I'm very much going to miss Splash Mountain. I don't like that it has to go away. I think Princess and the Frog deserves better, frankly. I'm going to be honest. They deserve better. They deserve their own attraction. I think the overlay is going to be a little hard. I'm sure they're going to do great at it. It's going to be a little hard, especially considering their plan for it. I mean, no Dr. Facilier, no thank you. Got to have Doctor in there. Got to have the Shadow Man.
There's no Dr. Facilier. What?
Probably not, depending on if you read the actual, what they're planning on doing. It's a continuation. It's a sequel of the movie almost. It's what I've read at least so far, which is really Facilier's gone? Question mark. If you've never seen the movie, spoiler alert. But it grinds my gears because I'm gonna miss it so much, and it's sad. And I will have to. Hopefully, we see the Brers make an appearance in another attraction's Pet Cemetery.
Yes, I agree. And that brings us to Liberty Square, where we have a whopping 2 attractions.
3.
So,
3.
Bruce.
3 attractions.
Are we counting the Muppets?
I'm counting Bell. I'm counting Liberty Bell, baby. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you can count that. But tell me your favorite attraction in Liberty Square and why it is not the Hall of Presidents.
Well, my favorite, I'm going to have to sit back and stretch a little bit because my favorite attraction of Liberty Square is a lot of people's their favorite attraction of Disney, period, the Haunted Mansion. Liberty Square is small, nice, a couple of eateries and such, but Haunted Mansion is the way where it's at. It is a fantastic attraction. Originally was designed to be a walkthrough, in case you did not know that, folks. But it was designed to be a walkthrough. Obviously, it's not. Again, it's just a marriage of everything, visual, storytelling, and I have the privilege of having to walk through it on a tour, which is for cast members only, to give you a real deep look at it. And it just some of the things that you think would be extremely high tech are not. It's even some of them are just like ridiculous. I'm not going to give the magic away here, folks. Some of them are what? What was that?
Pepper's Ghost.
Oh, Pepper's Ghost. Not just that, but there's other ones that are just if you actually see them, you'd be like, really? That's what they're doing? Wow. Ridiculous, but I love it. Also, it's hard for people to see the hidden jackheads throughout the ride because a certain overlay from a certain park that might be in California is not allowed to come here for various reasons. It's okay. I understand why. It would be hard.
The thing that I like the most about the Haunted Mansion is it's really 2 attractions. It is one of the rare rides that was basically designed in like 2 parts by 2 separate Imagineers.
Mm-hmm.
You have the first part, the spooky part, the creepy part by Yale Gracie, which, that last name should ring a bell if you're familiar with the ride.
Gee, I wonder
But then you get to the end, and it's the happy part. This kind of caricature of a Haunted Mansion. And that is one of my favorite Imagineers, Daryl Raleigh Crump. He did so much happy stuff in this caricature of a world. That I love that you get this, and it's like 2 separate attractions. And all the little notes in there to make it a little less scary had me really perplexed. The one day I was standing at the queue to get on the Haunted Mansion, and this woman comes out with probably her 10-year-old. Like, this kid was old enough to not be scared by anything in this attraction. And this mom comes out and just goes, "Happy haunts my ass."
Listen, it's not for you never know. It's not for everybody. I myself, as a little kid, was afraid of it. Also, little tidbit, little advice, little insider info. If you ever want, the cast members do not like it when you do this, so you may not have some very happy cast members. Next time you're going to leave one of those stretch rooms, hang back as long as you can. You might hear the end of the audio for the stretch room, which is literally a voice that whispers, "Get out." It's awesome. Then again, cast members, the cast members will not like you. I know people who are going to want, if I listen to this and go, "Bruce, no, why would you say that, jerk?" But hey, I like to give a little insider info to our friends when we can.
Well, before they take it out, don't forget to look up in the stretching room, which it blows my mind, as I have heard from cast members who did not know that was there.
How? It's literally, you know what? Not going to go there. Not going to. I understand what you're saying. Back it up. How? Are you blind? I'm sorry. And if you are, I'm sorry. I should not say that. I do take no offense to that. I understand why. But like, what did you? How do you not see that? It's literally above your head. In fact, it's the only light that shines at that moment. Whatever.
I got nothing there. I heard that and was like, how?
Is this your first time? I listen. I can understand if you've never ridden Haunted Mansion before, you've never stood in the stretch room. I can understand not looking up, but the audio even kind of guides you to look up. It's stretching above you, causing you to watch it rise, and you're standing there. It guides you to it. But I digress.
So, for the next category, we are going to combine 3 lands into one, as Bruce is sitting there and he has a question mark in his head. 3? Yes, we are going to combine Fantasyland, Storybook Circus, and the Rapunzel bathrooms.
Okay, because that's where it is. Sorry. I was going to say Fantasyland, New Fantasyland, and Storybook Circus. Toontown? We're bringing that back?
No. The Rapunzel bathrooms are basically their own land. They are so well themed.
They are extremely well themed. They're literally just bathrooms.
Which also means the existence of those bathrooms, if we do not acknowledge them as their own land, has to break one of the oldest rules from a fellow podcast, WDW Today, which is never go to the bathroom in Fantasyland. Those bathrooms break the rule.
They do. They are nice. I suggest doing them.
Yeah. So, favorite attractions in Fantasyland. This is where the mother of all this is where the Disney attractions are. So, I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, is Bruce going to go new school, old school, no school? Is he just going to ride an elephant? I really don't know where he's going to go with this. I'm trying to read him. I smell the wood burning. I don't think he's going to let
you go. I'm going to let you go first to make the anticipation continue.
So, it comes down to this. This is a very odd land for me, and you're going to laugh at I have 2. One's a runner-up. So my runner-up is It's a Small World. Why do I choose to subject myself to 16 minutes of the most annoying song on earth?
Air conditioning, you're sitting down?
Yes. And those are rare.
Why does anyone else ride Small World?
But my favorite attraction is going to be The Little Mermaid. I enjoy the ride. It has a good story. It's not always the best animatronics. There's a little too much light that reveals a little too much of the magic for my liking.
You mean it's supposed to be a dark ride? It's supposed to be, I don't know, dark?
It's not, but besides that, it has something no other ride in Fantasyland has. And that is usually a rather short line.
Yeah, honestly, the Omni-Mover system, there's something to be said about that. It really shows right there. But also, I know what everyone's thinking at home right now, but Bruce, Peter Pan's flight is an Omni-Mover. One, it pretty much has to be stopped each time. Little Mermaid does for the clamshells as well, for somebody who needs assistance getting on and off. But it's actually a big, sizable place, whereas Peter Pan was designed for a park way back when, not for the capacity they get today. So that's why I say that. But I do agree with you on that. I am actually going to go my favorite. You're right. Actually, I'm going to school. I'm going with the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. For many different reasons. Holy crap. Yeah. I didn't expect that to come out of my mouth, did you?
No, I did not.
I actually have 2 runner-ups here because Small World, it's a classic. It's something to do. It takes up a good amount of time where you can sit down and relax and maybe plan. Just get out of the heat for a bit. Have a sip of water if you have some. Also, in case anyone didn't know this, just somebody here mentioned the song. The song was originally supposed to be a ballad sung very slow. Imagine that being sung by a bunch of kids. Silent Hill. Yeah. Also, runner-up, PhilharMagic. I get it. I know that not everybody loves the whole 3D show thing and things in your face. I just always like PhilharMagic. I enjoy it. It's cute. I just like it. I like the whole Philharmonic thing too.
Best attraction to ever occupy that spot.
Yes, it's by far. Yes, that is the good answer on that. But back to the main event, main attraction, if you will. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I really like it for a big reasons. It's a good startup coaster for people who are looking to try to make that next step from the Barnstormer. It is pretty good for that. Obviously, Big Thunder is as well. I love the theming of this attraction. For the moment you're inside, the mine and the things that occupy the key, everything about it, it's so well themed. I really love it. Even also, at the very end, when you're in that last break run, look to your right, you'll see Snow White's house, which is including the original figures from Snow White's Adventure or Scary Adventure, depending on how you want to talk it. And a former cast member's voice can be heard as the cackle of the witch.
So, and I am going to apologize because I literally forgot this ride existed. So I have to give another honorable mention. That is going above It's a Small World. And that is the Enchanted Tales with Belle.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because, one, it is an amazing attraction. That mirror effect is,
It's good. It is good.
Two,
I do like that.
If you have never experienced this attraction, it's cool. But it is way beyond cool experiencing it with a 2-year-old.
Oh, that bonus effect. And the the animatronics in that attraction are underrated. I will give them this. And this is coming from me. This is not an attraction in my wheelhouse. It is pretty cool. You should do it once. If you're adult, if you're one of the only adult men in the room, joke's on you. You will become part of the attraction.
Just keep marching.
And this guy was chosen. Yeah, that was fun.
Ha! There's an easy way out of that. Have a crying kid.
I don't have that. My kid can't come with me.
Why not? It's an emotional support dog.
They just saw him on this camera. They all know he's on. Moving right along.
That has not stopped people, but that is another episode, and that is another Grind My Gears segment.
Absolutely
and
another Grind My Gears segment.
Pockets only sprung for one for this episode.
Mr. Spacely. Generous man.
Are words that have never been uttered before. So, from there, we go to Tomorrowland, and we finally finished the Magic Kingdom. Thank God the other parks we aren't breaking down like this.
You don't have to break them down like this.
I think Bruce knows what I'm going to say here. So I want him to go first to see if he knows what I'm going to say.
I have a strong feeling of what you're going to say. That's why I'm going to start. I'm going to start with, I have 2 runner-ups here. I'm going to start with one. Well, there's kind of 3 runner-ups. This is a land stacked in a way. I know people won't agree with me there. 2 runner-ups I'm going to get out of the way. Underrated Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. I really enjoy Laugh Floor. It's a fun attraction. It gets people involved. And it's fun for the kids. It's fun for the whole family. You sit down for a bit, you laugh, you move on. It's something to do. Generally,
and the is a joke for all the adults.
And my other runner-up is Tomorrow Transit Authority, or better known as the People Mover. It's small, it's fun, it's cute. Gotta do it each time. It's just a classic. I enjoy it. It's a fun little jaunt. Favorite attraction? What else is everyone going to say? We're going to go to the White Dome. We're going to go to Space Mountain. Space Mountain is just fun. It's just a fun little coaster. Nice queue. Snakes all the way through before splitting up. Again, great because the 2 stations really let you help moving things along, which they need. Can only have so many
2 stations, 2 rides.
2 rides, yes, 2 rides. Thanks. They know what I meant. Most people know what I meant. 2 tracks here, side by side. Bonus here, honorable mention, last year, did it during Not So Scary in the pitch black, and it was fun. My niece was fine. Me, my niece, and then my mother. Me and my mother are just going nuts. Release in the dark. It was so much fun. My niece was rather quiet because me and my mother were just having a great time. Among the me going ow, 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 ow. I know my favorite attraction is saying ow. I'm sorry, folks. I'm tall. My knees hit the sides of those cars and it can hurt a little bit, but I like it anyway. Not as bad as another attraction for another day and another episode. Over at a park in California, Matterhorn.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I love Space Mountain, and I rode it in the circumstances you have just said. And my friend said, "Oh my God, it was hilarious." He was giggling like a schoolgirl the whole time.
Honestly, it just makes it so much. Even though I still know where everything was coming from, it was just fun. It was just a good time.
Yeah, that attraction becomes nuts when you have the lights completely off.
I actually think they should run it that way, just always.
Yes. And now Bruce stole one of my favorites for one of his honorable mentions.
I knew it. I had to do it because I knew it.
And I am that guy choosing the People Mover. Because I love the Grand Circle Tour. I love the Grand Circle Tour of Tomorrowland. I love how everything's explained. I love that, if Disney were to invest a little, they could have a legit park transit system here. Yeah, okay, it breaks down a little, but I think that's also because it's not a top-tier priority on maintenance's list. Like, it's down around there.
Oh, we're talking Astro Orbiter or People Mover here. Hey.
Wait, people ride the Astro Orbiter?
So I've been told.
Sorry for them. So yeah, it's a great ride. You ride it around. I enjoy the lounging, and I think there is a photo of just about every trip I've had at Disney of me sitting on the thing, just going, "Yeah, how you doing?"
It is a nice.
It's relaxing.
It is a nice, relaxing. It's fun once in a while to have nice, relaxing rides.
And it's a people eater.
Again, Omnivore.
If you go to Disney and you see anything over a 10 to 15 minute wait for this ride, and even if you see a 10 to 15 minute wait for this ride, just pack your bags and leave.
Chances are, I know they changed the parking lots. Chances are, if you drove, you're parked in the last section, which used to be, I don't know if it still is, was called Grumpy for a reason.
Now it's some hero or villain. I don't like it. I liked Grumpy.
It was called Grumpy for a reason. Whether they knew it or not, that it was called Grumpy for a reason.
Yeah. So, now we're going to leave the Magic Kingdom. And sadly, we don't have any direct types of connections here. So I guess we're going to get in a rental car because I don't feel like getting on a bus right now. We're going to get in our rental car and go to Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. Something Hollywood.
Do we know I don't know the lyrics.
Of course not.
So, I'm not even breaking this into sections. We're just going to do one ride because we're already going long.
Oh, gosh, we are. Wow.
And, there's if you were not counting shows, there's 4 attractions in this park right now.
Yes, there are.
2 of which we haven't rode. Well, you may have ridden one. I have not ridden either.
I rode one. I think everyone knows which one I didn't ride.
Again, Spacely Sprockets has only sponsored one Grinds My Gears for this episode.
Folks, just in case, I don't hate Rise of the Resistance. People, I'm assuming we have followers. I know, whatever. I don't hate Rise of the Resistance. At this point, it's just a running gag. You know what? I am committed to the bit.
Yeah. You may be committed to the bit, but what's your favorite ride in Hollywood Studios?
This is a tough one because they don't have many attractions, but they have some really great ones. And I'm going to go with an attraction for many different things. Please stop. I'm going with an attraction for many different levels. I'm going down Sunset Boulevard right to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Yeah, going right to Twilight Zone's Tower of Terror. Many reasons this is my favorite attraction. Theming. One is theming. It just so when you walk into that lobby, you see the cobwebs and everything, and the pre-show, and through the boy, it's themed to the hilt. And also, this is one of the attractions a lot of people on property consider the standard because it is a beast capacity wise. It is I'm sorry. I'm getting mauled here. He's being ignored and being a jerk. Jasper, stop it! Not a toy.
For all of our no audio listeners, he just took the blanket.
Jasper, not a toy. My dog just took my blanket that was behind me. It's a beast. It is. If you go and Tower of Terror is 100% down, completely 101, not even just like half of it, only operating one tower. It's a bad day. Tower is a beast. It really does not go down. Shout out to my buddy who happened to, taught me everything I know about Tower, Eric. I quit.
There's a very solid reason why I rarely ever wait for this ride, and that is how many people it can eat at any given moment. Because I know even on the most crowded days when I go, if I go and I see a line, I could come back an hour later and that sign will be flashing that magical 13, meaning walk on.
And honestly, it just eats. If you see with a really long line, either they're having, like I said, rarely having an issue or it's just that crowded that day. But I just absolutely love it. From waiting in the gardens, the music, the cast members there really capture the essence of what they're supposed to do as your bell hops. It really is excellent. Also, it's one of you can ride this over, it repeats because they have so many different ride programs. Where are we going? Dozer's been here next to me. Where are we going? Up or down? Come on, buddy. What are we doing? Up or down? Up or down? Which way are we going?
So, as we speak of number of ride programs, I think I'm going to have to talk about my favorite ride in the studios, and that is when they have it on True Random, which they haven't a lot lately, and I am not a fan of that. But when they have it on True Random, that is Star Tours.
Ooh, Star Tours is good.
There is something about that ride that it is an absolute must-do every time I go. I love the randomness of it. I love how, especially now that they're adding new scenes to it, I love now that one of the scenes you could actually end in Galaxy's Edge.
I like that. Love that.
Which, I'm not a fan that they're kind of forcing that on all the endings right now to push Galaxy's Edge, but...
What's Galaxy's Edge?
Hey, synergy.
When you spend that much money on an area, you're allowed to do what you want.
Look! They're allowed to do what they want. They're allowed to try to push it. But I'm fairly certain if someone is already in the Hollywood studios and already riding Star Tours, they're aware.
You say that, but there are people who visit Disney and will walk up to you with a map of Universal and asking where's Shamo. Actually happened to me once, people. Not legend. It actually happened to me at DAC. I swear on the Bible, I swear it happened. I am not kidding you.
Wow.
And I'm like, I don't know where to start correcting you.
We're just going to assume that was somebody trying to troll you.
I simply said that way. They left. That way. Bye-bye.
So, from Hollywood Studios, there's really no way to get there but a bus or a rental car because
Jack
it's
attack!
purposefully set in the middle of nowhere. And that is, as Bruce has alluded to, Dak, Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Not a zoo.
Born on Earth Day, 2001, was it? But all in all, I hate to say this.
2001, it was.
I have done market research. Yes, you're right. It was 98. I've done market research
on the 10th anniversary.
Done the market research. I've calculated. Yeah, it's my favorite park.
Not a zoo.
Not a zoo.
Not a zoo. I do like Dak. I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one.
So, all in all, I was in preparation for this episode. I tried to plan out my top 5 favorite rides in Disney World, which will be another episode. Yeah, gotta plug this stuff. Gotta hype up other episodes. Alton Brown does it all the time. Figured we should do it. And I realized
watching.
3 of my favorites are in this park, and one of my runners-up is solidly in this park, which is crazy because that's about all the real rides they have. I'm leaving out like 3 rides, and I don't even ride them every time because you're either getting soaking wet or it's a long-ass show. But if I had to choose just one ride, and I will choose this for sentimental reasons.
Ooh,
oh, okay. I know. I'm going there.
Oh, you threw a curveball at me there. Okay.
Yeah, now you have no idea what I'm choosing because it's still going to surprise you when I tell you it is Flights of Passage.
Yeah, you.
And now you're sitting there. I see you sitting there, and you're wondering, how do I have a sentimental reason to choose Flights of Passage?
I don't doubt you, so I'm not doubting that.
But I am going to go there. I'm going to tell you why. So, it was on my last trip to Disney World with my mom.
Oh.
And we woke up at the ass crack of dawn, and we ran there. Well, I ran. She shuffled. She was 4'8". Running was not her thing. And she was probably wearing heels that day. I don't know. She always wore heels.
I'm not surprised at all.
But, we waited probably an hour and a half for her, which in the scheme of first year of running Flights of Passage,
that's nothing. That's a walk-on.
We didn't wait.
That is a walk-on and a half.
We got off it, and my mom, who has spent more time occupying a park bench at Disney World than the statue of Roy Disney, said that would be worth a 5-hour wait.
I unfortunately cannot comment. I did not do Flights of Passage when we were last down there with my family. My family did. They did another day. I did not with them. I have not yet tried to ride Flights of Passage. I say try because, well, occasionally I don't fit on things that happen, unfortunately. I hear great things, and my sister was texting me. It was only okay, and that they eventually gave me the okay. Even my mom even said it. My mom does not do a lot of motion things. They make her sick. My mom also said that that was absolutely. They all said it. That was absolutely incredible. Worth getting up in the morning for. I think they waited about 2 hours in total of everything.
Again, basically a walk-on for that attraction.
But I know it's a long way. But everybody says it. Just like Rise of the Resistance, they're giving it a positive thing. They say absolutely worth it. Everyone I know says it. Unfortunately, I can't comment. I have not ridden it. I walked through Pandora, and it is an awesome area. I walked through it. A little hard when I say have sex with their tails. A little Horror Nights thing I had to do.
Just don't expect the same experience on Navi River Journey because no.
I plead the fifth. On that River Journey of what I know. Again, did not ride it. Too long to wait. We had other things to do that day. I just wanted to walk through it, and I did, and I enjoyed it. My favorite, I'm afraid to say here only because spoilers. We talked about doing a top 5, top anything, and well, spoiler alert. This is my favorite attraction on property, so spoilers
Ketchup, mayo,
here.
and mustard.
And we're going down to Dino Land, USA to ride Countdown to Extinction, also known as Dinosaur. Original name Countdown to Extinction, but we're going down to Dinosaur. I love this attraction. I love it. Even though I had to work next to it, I still love it. I pre-show, the pre-show's fun. I love the look of the paleontology lab and everything. When you go into the little museum aspect of it, I just love the labs and everything. I absolutely love it. I love the visuals. I love the ride. It's jerky. It's bright. It's loud. I love the dinosaurs. There's some thrills. I take the best ride photos on this. Some people out there probably have me in the background going, hey, look at this guy going, love it. Love. Pretending I'm climbing out of the seat. I love it. I just loved it. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I tend to yell along to the attraction because it's loud.
I don't
No one else can
blame
hear me anyway. Left, right. And again, this is on another podcast for another day, even though it is exactly like an attraction at a park in California. Which dare I say? Which dare I say might be the better version. Whoop! Spoiler alert. But I love dinosaurs so much. I love the theming of it. Dino Land's fun. Again, story. It's great. You're coming back to bring a dino with you.
Yeah.
Even though it is a tie-in for the movie Dinosaur, which I don't think people saw.
Wait, there was a movie Dinosaur?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I never saw it.
I have.
I'm sorry for your loss.
When something's your favorite, you gotta follow it through.
Hey, we have a viewer!
Whoa! Oh!
Mr. Brody coming in with Space Mountain is and will always be his favorite. Woo!
Respect to that. Great. It is a classic. It is a classic attraction. It really is.
I am Space Mountain. Jasper is Space Mountain.
You heard something.
And
Buddy, it's okay.
Do you have anything you want to say before we do an outro type thing here?
If we do have any fans, if there's things you want to hear us talk about, questions, comments, concerns, hit us up with them. If we do actually have fans, we will be more than happy to interact with you, talk, do things, answer questions that you want to hear us do, and everything.
Lights on is definitely
Brody,
scarier.
I've done it too. It's awesome. It is awesome.
It is definitely awesome. It is definitely scarier than with the lights off. Though
Very
with the
scary.
lights completely off, that is just a ton of fun, as we said earlier.
Lights completely off is the best way to ride it because you really can't see what's... If you knew how close you came to some parts of that attraction, you would not ride Space Mountain anymore.
Yes. And now remember...
I don't put my arms up anymore.
Oh, no. I haven't put my arms up for years.
If
remember...
anyone doesn't remember the hanging lights they used to have.
This podcast has 999 happy haunts, but there's room for one more. So please bring your death certificate to the door and let us know if you're willing to be that next guest, that next body to join us. Till next time, he's Bruce. I'm Dozer. We'll see. Hurry back.